I'm in the process of putting together a $10 million seed investment. I'm pulling together elite senior engineers from Palantir and Axon and OpenAI, and I'm about to launch the first ever AI-powered threat prediction engine for law enforcement. I've been training law enforcement for 20 years. I've got a half a dozen large law enforcement agencies who are on board. We're going to pilot this program. Essentially what it's going to do, Chris, there's going to be an algorithm that's going to run 24/7 looking for all of the predictive red flag behavior, and then feed it to that law enforcement agency, scanning social media and the internet for discord, for martyrdom talk, for tactical preparation. 96% of the active shooters, Chris, posted some type of pre-attack signal. And what's happening right now is that law enforcement is drowning in noise and they have no signal. So I am going to give them the tools to be able to have an alert sent directly to their phone so that they can make contact with somebody who's posted online and not investigating after the murder's already happened. Good. And be able to prevent the next active shooter from happening, and hopefully be able to start to put a real solution and give Ellie the tools to get to these threats before they erupt. It's very exciting. Any money people out there, reach out to me. I'm talking to VCs now.
Artificial intelligence-powered crime prediction, a new era of policing. The year is 2032. A quiet street corner in downtown Chicago seems peaceful, but 12 minutes from now, a robbery is supposed to occur. Not according to a human, according to Orion, the city's AI crime prediction system. And like clockwork, a police drone hovers in place, cameras scanning, data streaming. Just as the suspect approaches, officers arrive on scene before the crime even happens. Science fiction? Not anymore. Welcome to the new era of AI-powered policing, where technology doesn't just respond to crime, it anticipates it. Chapter 1. Why the old system wasn't enough for decades. Crime prevention was reactive. Something had to happen first, a break-in, a fight, a call for help. By then, the damage was often already done. Overburdened officers, underreported crimes, communities that felt unseen and unheard. Cities needed a smarter way to protect their people. That's when governments turned to artificial intelligence. Chapter 2. Meet Orion, the predictive brain. Developed by a team of data scientists, criminologists, and law enforcement specialists, Orion, Operational Response, Intelligent Observation Network, was designed to predict and prevent crime using real-time data and machine learning. Here's how it works. Historical crime data, past incidents, locations, time patterns, live surveillance feeds, facial expressions, crowd behaviors, unusual movements, social media analysis, trending threats, flagged messages, environmental sensors, sound spikes, glass break detection, motion patterns. Orion doesn't just detect, it learns. It connects patterns the human brain can't, flagging potential crimes hours or even days in advance. Chapter 3. Policing without patrols. In many cities, foot patrols are becoming AI-assisted response units. Officers are guided by predictive alerts, not just 911 calls. For example, a spike in late-night crowd density in a stadium. AI flags it as a possible theft zone. A string of similar shoplifting incidents. AI maps it, finds the pattern, and alerts nearby businesses. Domestic violence cases in a neighborhood. AI recommends increased presence and outreach resources. This isn't about replacing humans. It's about making them more precise, more prepared, and more proactive. Chapter 4. The ethics debate. But not everyone welcomes this futuristic policing. Critics warn, is this protecting us or watching us? Can AI be biased depending on the data it's trained on? Could innocent people be flagged just because of where they live? What happens to privacy when machines are always watching?
I'm like, what the actual fuck? Hold on. Wow. Right. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? NLT, Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. When a crime is not punished quickly, people feel it is safe to do wrong. But even though a person sins 100 times and still lives a long time, I know that those who fear the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will be better off. Okay? Verse 13. The wicked will not prosper, for they do not fear the Most High God. See, as you see on the video, AI is their God, right? Their days will never grow long like the evening shadows, right? So the Most High has already got it in for these devils. Without further ado, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahweh Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth, teaching me this truth to rule well, as it is written in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Peace and salutations, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Matazah Lacham. I was finna go out here and go preaching later on this morning, about this afternoon. Try to get done early, but yeah, this is right out of fucking Minority Report, some science fiction bullshit they got on let's see if I can find it. Minority Report. Okay. Ain't this what they was talking about 12 years ago? Let's see. That's crazy. But let's get it. Same thing, right?
Okay, Jad, what's coming? Double homicide, one male, one female. Killer's male, white, 40s.
Set up a perimeter and tell them we're en route. I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks. Give the man his hat.
The future can be seen.
All we have to run on are the images that they produce.
We see what they see.
There hasn't been a murder in 6 years. There's nothing wrong with the system. It is perfect. I agree.
Murder can be stopped.
Tell me exactly what it is you're looking for.
Flaws. You ever get any false positives?
We are arresting individuals who've broken no law.
But they will.
The fact that you prevented it from happening doesn't change the fact that it was going to happen.
The system can't be wrong.
You say something, Chief?
No. You're in a lot of trouble, John. I have a warrant in my pocket that says murder.
Don't run.
You don't have to chase me.
From 20th Century Fox
He set me up. He set me up.
and DreamWorks Pictures.
Who's the victim? I've never heard of him, but I'm supposed to kill him in less than 36 hours.
He's coming here to get her.
Tom Cruise
I need your help. You contain information. I need to know how to get at it.
in a Steven Spielberg film.
I have to know. I have to find out what happened in my life.
See what I'm saying? These Edomites are insane, man. They are completely fucking insane. And they honestly believe that they're just going to walk right off into the kingdom of heaven with this bullshit in their brain. Okay? They really do, man. Okay? I don't know. I seen this video and, the brother with Arrows of Indignation, and I had to make a comment. It just didn't sit well for me. Right? Let's go to, so, that's what they're doing, right? Amos chapter 5, verse 10, right? KJV. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right? So, when we try to go out here on the street corners and preach the word, okay, does this make us homegrown tees? I mean, you can't even actually say the word, because if you say the word, I could spell it. Let me spell it. Terrorist. If they make us one of these type of individuals, homegrown terrorist, right? Which doesn't make any fucking sense. They right away they've got already written down. Now you said the precognition of in the movie of Minority Report, The Edomite on the Como show on the video said that they already anticipated of individuals having a manifesto that's already going to be written out about individuals that they deem to be criminals. Okay, already. So the people that they deem to be criminals don't have a manifesto. They don't even know what the fuck a manifesto is, and most of them can't spell the word. But because these Edomite devils are in charge, okay, they come up with this outlandish bullshit from out of the clear blue sky. Okay, they probably got a bullshit manifesto for all of us. They've already got AI, where let's go to was it Proverbs 1? They've already got AI that that can redo your face, right? They got all your facial anger, you're happy, all of that shit. They've been doing that shit for years. Now they put it all together in this bullshit algorithm, or Orion, or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. Okay, and it's all gonna basically backfire on them, because they're gonna start being the terrorists. They're gonna start being the individuals that the system is looking for, and they're the ones that set it up. Okay, that's how this shit's gonna go down, man. The Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to protect his elect from the four winds, from one of heaven to the other, right? So like, hold on, let me get. Yeah, because whatever. But yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Okay, and they're gonna fail. That's what they're gonna do. I mean, they're failures, right? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 15, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path. Like it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 72, the individuals that consent unto them shall be had in derision and made proverbs of reproach. And reproach is shame and contempt. Okay, by the very self-same people that they work for. And the vast majority of the people that are minorities that work for the authorities, okay, are the ones that are going to be in derision and cast down before those individuals based on white supremacy and white privilege. Okay, so blacks, Latinos that work for the fire department, work for the ambulance, work for the hospitals, work for the police departments, work for for the military, they're going to be cast down in derision and made proverb of reproach. Okay, because they're going to be the next in line who are the goddamn homegrown TERRO, right? IST, right? They're going to be the next ones, okay? Because Esau Edom can't trust anybody, and pretty soon he won't be able to trust himself. Now, the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is very facetious and very, very, very ingenious and clever at this thing and how it's set up. He's going to turn this thing around them. He's going to turn these things around, just like when the Russian military forces a few months back, when I said that I was going to put that video up on my channel, I lost the video. I don't know where it went. I guess they must have took it down, but they tried to shoot down at one of the chariots of the Most High God in heaven, and they couldn't shoot it down. Okay, now the chariots of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, as it says in Psalm 68 and 17, are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Okay, so there's no way that they're going to be able to, do anything to the angels of the Lord. I mean, they operate on a different dimension, on a different level. Okay, this third dimension is nothing to them. They can go in and out of the third dimension, just like you going in and out of your fucking front door. Okay, real talk, man. So, I mean, and they can travel, throughout the universe at vast, astonishing speed, faster than the speed of light, faster than the speed of thought, throughout the entire universe. Okay, come on, man. That shit that they got Star Trek and all that, all this science fiction bullshit, they're trying to actually bring this about so this way they could come against the 144,000, the children of the Most High. Verse 16, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Do not Esau Edom making haste to shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity? We're at the time of our iniquity, which is at an end. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is about to redeem his people, and these motherfuckers are still trying to shed the blood of the children of Israel, man, who are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They've got this all pointed at the Latinos for the most part. Then when they're done with that, they're going to come after the blacks, so-called Latinos. Okay? That's the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. That's who they're after, man. And they're going to use their goddamn bullshit technology ran by the left-hand angels on the left-hand side, okay, in order to, for the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to weed out the rebels. Right? Proverbs 1 verse 17, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own lives. And that's how it's going to end up. Okay? Like I said before, earlier in the video, or earlier mentioned before, the Most High's angels are going to turn this technology against the very self-same individuals that they tried to turn against the children of Israel. It's going to backfire. Okay? And the terrorists, because they're going to go off of the algorithm and the facial expressions and the actions and all of, they're going to put it all together. And the AI is going to say, well, shit, that means that you're a terrorist. I mean, you know, these goddamn Edomites ain't finna get out of this thing alive. Man, are you kidding me? Man, they're going to have to shut down their AI because they're going to start seeing that the police forces, the neo-Nazi groups, the Proud Boys, all of these other groups, these militia groups that are out there practicing to exterminate the children of Israel, shooting them down in their neighborhoods, shooting them down in their houses, you know, trying to come up with bullshit manifestos, calling themselves terrorists, going there and exterminate an entire family, men, women, and children, even little babies, and say that they're goddamn terrorists, like in Waco, Texas, under David Koresh, or some of these other lunatics, which I don't give a fuck about David Koresh or any of that, you know. All I'm trying to do is to notify the children of Israel that are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that Esau Edom, during this time called Jacob's trouble, is going to destroy you if you don't repent and come under the protective hedge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is there, and the foundations of water. It's the only thing that makes any sense. I mean, why would you willingly go run in front of an 18-wheeler running at 80 miles an hour? Are you really suicidal? But 2/3 of our people are fucking suicidal. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. They are in love with these goddamn devils. And these devils have it in for them. Okay? They want to destroy them. But our people don't see it. They don't see it right away. Because it's not right in their face. And the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has blinded the minds of them. Okay? So this way they could be destroyed. Okay? Let's see. What was I saying? Misspelled it. Right. John 12:40. He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and that I should heal them. Right? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to take care of the rebels, right? Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? And that's what we're trying to do. 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, with a God complex, hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, should shine unto them. Okay? Let's go over here to, what is it, Ezekiel 20, and I think it's, Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 38. Where's that at? Right? Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. So, like I said before in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy 2/3 of his own people because of the Stockholm Syndrome, the mental deficiency, the mind fuck that Esau Edom has brought upon them, okay? Using his technology for decades, you know, through subliminal messaging, through television commercials, through the movies, you know, softening the hatred, that perpetual hatred in the eyes of the children of Israel, okay, for Esau Edom, okay, and softening the perpetual hatred of Esau Edom for the Israelites, okay. So it's going to come down as a huge crescendo or a showdown of violence, okay. That's how it's going to go down, man. I mean, you just heard the dude at the beginning of the fucking video, and then I proved to you that they've been trying to, you know, since 2000, since before the 1960s, goddamn 50s, they've been trying to get this technology going, okay? And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country, and them that the Most High is going to bring out of the country, okay? And they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Right? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to bring them out of the country. Okay? Put their ass right in a FEMA camp, more likely, where they're going to be destroyed. Okay? Because there's going to be a separation betwixt the just and the unjust. He's going to send angels to separate the just from the unjust, man. Okay? And these rebels are the individuals that have a rebellious spirit. Okay? Let's get that. Oh, did I misspell it? All right. Right? Circular. Right? That's good right there. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 2. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. Right? And this is what they believe. God loves everybody. Anybody can be saved because Jesus loves everybody. You know, fuck all that. That is not his name. Okay? The Son of God's name is not Jesus. The letter J was created by John Giorgio Trissino in 1524. It was, look at that. You hear that? In 1524, and that letter J was implemented and installed or instituted into the Italian language. And the English language, okay, at that time is an amalgamation or bastardized language of, and a mixture of all the different languages of German, Dutch, Italian, Spanish, and French. Okay? Real shit. Okay? Verse, let's do it again. Isaiah 65 and 2. I have spread out my hands all day unto rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. Right? That's the reason why I go out on and preach on Sunday, because I run into these type of individuals all the fucking time. They drive up and down the street. They see me out there preaching, but they don't give a goddamn. They don't inquire at the mouth of the Lord. They don't know what they need to do. They think they already got it all figured out. They party all night, get drunk, get high, drugs, whatever, commit adultery, and then go to church the next motherfucking morning and expect it to start all over again. Every week for decades. 2/3 of our people have got to go, man, because they're like sheep led to the slaughter. And the sheep is a very simple-minded beast. It just goes wherever wherever you lead it. You see what I'm saying? And our people are just like sheep. They believe whatever they're told. They do exactly what they're told. They, there's no a question of authority, of the authority of these Edomite devils, because they've been led about by much wicked oppression all the days of their life. All they know. Their food is poisoned, spoiled, right? Their women's have been ravished in the mind, where they can just believe they can just do whatever the fuck they want to do. The men have been put in prison and shot down in the street. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? Stand by thyself, come not near me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all day. Okay, behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but I will recompense, even recompense into their bosom your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. So the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, he's got it in for these people, man. They're fucked. They really just don't understand it. Okay, let's go to, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, right? And it shall come to pass in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And the third part are the elect, the remnant of the seed of the house of Israel. These individuals are going to be protected by the Holy Spirit, the Rahav HaKodesh. Okay? That protective hedge is going to protect them and their families and those loved ones. Okay? Which amounts to pregnant women, children. Okay, I think it says in Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 8. Okay, let's get it. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country. Where's the north country when these biblical scriptures were written? Right? North America, right? And gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together, a great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them, and I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way. Right? What does it say in John chapter 7, verse 38? Out of his belly, out of a man of God's belly, shall flow rivers of living water. Okay, let me see if I can find that. I think it's in John. Yeah, John 7. I just can't remember. Which one? Okay. Living water. Boom. 7 and it was 7 and 38. Wow, I had it memorized and didn't even know. John chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Right? Jeremiah 31 and 9. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Right? See? So the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, verse 10. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. Right? It says the same thing in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. Okay? The restored remnant. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. The outcasts of Israel are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, that have been exiled from their country. The country is Israel. That's our land. Okay? That's our land. But you have imposters claiming to be us. They've been claiming to be Israelites since 1860. Okay? Shit, I can prove it. Hold on. Let's get it. Boom. Hold on. Where are we at? Screenshots. Where is that at? Hold on. I want to go too fast. Hold on. Look at everything. Hold on. There he is. Boom. Right? Subversive Jewish writer Moritz Steinschneider invented the term anti blah 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 in 1860. The term is used to silence those that dare to expose ish crimes. Right? Hold on. Let's get more proof. Okay. Where is that at? Boom. Most JOOs do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, and we are his chosen people. Okay? Ish are not Jews. Alright? Okay. Let me see if I can find that other one. These are just proofs, man. Where's that other one? It's in here. Hold on. Where is it at? Where'd you go? There we are. Right? Concerning those imposters over there calling themselves Jews. Right? Strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew or to call a contemporary Jew an Israelite or Hebrew. Right? You can't call an ancient Israelite a Jew because you have a separation between the Israelites and the Jews. Why? Because after the death of King Solomon, Israel was split into two separate nations. You have the southern tribe of the house of Israel that are the Jews, and the northern tribe of the house of Israel that are the Israelites. Okay? Hold on, wait a minute. Look, see? Look. I got all kind of proof against you motherfuckers. Goddamn Edomites, you ain't worth a shit. What's that? Here's one. The beginning of the end. Washington cannot broker peace negotiations on behalf of those people over there and the Jerusalemite family with the 13th-ish tribe of European Ashkenazi Khazars, who, contrary to Nikki Haley's assertions at the United Nations today, do not carry any biological lineage to the original black, brown 12 tribes of Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Nor can they trace any historical relation to Jerusalem. Okay? Okay? See? They're imposters. They're telling a goddamn lie. And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, through his perpetual hatred of the Israelites of the Holy Bible, are trying to do anything they can to perpetuate or to further the affliction. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Let's get that. Let's go back. Hold on. Right? Salakia. Hold on. Let me get it again. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Okay, that says the same thing in the New Testament, doesn't it? Let's go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. Right? And he shall send his angels. This is in red letter. Okay? This is in red letter. In red letter Bible. Okay? Red letter spoken by the words of Yahushua, whom you call Jebus. Right? He shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Let's go over here to Mark. Okay? It says the same thing. Okay? Okay, Salakia. Right? Mark 13, verse 20. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he hath shortened the days. Who are his elect? Right? Let's go find out. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. NLT. For why have I called you for this work? Why did I call you by name when you did not know me? It is for the sake of Jacob, my servant, Israel, my chosen one. Okay? See? So the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai chose the Israelites for salvation. Esau Edom knows this. That's the reason why he's coming against us and using all of this bullshit technology and all of this bullshit AI against us. Okay? Now let's go back to Mark 13. How is it going to go down? Okay, let's start at Mark 13 and 10. And the gospel must first be published among all nations, but when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what ye shall speak, neither do ye premeditate, but whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Spirit. Now brother shall betray brother to death, and the father, the son, and children shall rise up against their parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. So, if the kids, they don't have their telephone, they're going to flip the fuck out because they don't have the telephone service is cut off because their parents are against taking the radio frequency identification chip or the microchip, which allows the kids to go back off into a normal society. The kids want to go back to a normal society. This is going to cause them to put the parents to sleep, to death. Okay? And make them give them up so they can go back to normalcy. They'll take the mark, they can eat, and plus they got a phone. Okay? And they'll be ruled over by none other than Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and his bullshit government. Okay? The word government means mind control. Okay? Govern means, right, to control, and ment means mind. Control the mind. Government. Okay? Now, okay? And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has already had graven in the mark of his hand, in the palm of his hand, who he's going to save. Okay? He's already said it. Okay? Let's get it. Okay? Isaiah 49 and 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yep, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Okay? Thy children shall make haste. Thy destroyers and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Right? See, I have written your name on the palm of my hands, always in my mind as a picture of Jerusalem's walls in ruins. Soon your descendants will come back, and all who are trying to destroy you will go away. So who's trying to destroy us? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, using his bullshit technology. They're going to soon go away. This is a promise by the Most High God who created you. And 2/3 of our people, the rebels, are going to be cut off and die. But a third part, the elect of the house of Israel, shall be left behind. Those that are going to be left behind are going to be commanded by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay? Now, so, because that's what they got left behind fucked up with. Let's go. Let's put it. I'll just put it in the search engine. F left behind. Boom. Hold on. Salakia. Left behind. Where was I at? Salakia. I don't know what happened to it. It was right there. Salakia. Okay. That was the second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore thou sawest the multitude with peace. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, now when he destroyeth the multitude of the nations that are gathered together against him, he shall defend his people that remain. Okay? So the people are the elect, the remnant of the seed of the house of Israel that the Most High chose from the foundation of the earth. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. Right? A remnant will return. Right? What is just said? And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Holy One, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of Israel in truth. Okay? And the only people that are doing that right now are the elect that are truly calling upon the true Hebrew name of the Most High. You trying to call him God, Yahweh, Jehovah, Yehoshua, Yahuwah, all of that. These are all mistransliterations of the name. Mistranslations. Okay? Based on the Assyrian script with vowel points. Vowel points were never supposed to be in the Hebrew language. Okay? It is a literal language. Literal. It is not something that you can put buts and ands and if, all these doubts. Okay? The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. Okay? Only the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, those that he had written and engraved in the palm of his hand, shall return. Those are the ones he wants in his kingdom. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. It's not going to be in the fucking clouds and all this other miscellaneous bullshit. You've been told a lie. If you're a Christian church and or a Christian still going to church, okay, in these last days, you're going to be left here. You're going to be left here and melted. You're going to be left here and burned. Okay? The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. Okay. Boom. Okay. There it is. Matthew 5 and 45. That ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. Matthew chapter 13, verse 49. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. And how is he going to do that? Okay? They already did. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai already said that how he's going to do it. Okay? Let's go get it again. Matthew. Okay. Right? Okay, let's read it again. Matthew 13 and 49. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. And Matthew chapter 24, verse 30, he said he will send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet to gather together his elect from the four winds from one end of heaven to the other. Okay? So if you're elected, okay, you are going to be among the just. The wicked are going to be left here and melted. Okay? And shall cast them into the furnace of fire. The furnace of fire is America, Babylon the Great, the lake of fire. Okay? That is going to be melted with brimstone and burning pitch, as it is written in Isaiah chapter 34, verse 8 and 9. Okay? there shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Right? So let's go get Isaiah 34 and 9. 8 and 9. Boom. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Okay? And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever. Okay? So this land that's going to be deserted from generation to generation and no one will live there anymore is America. Okay? Because it's going to be melted. Why do you think all of these BRICS nations, they've got a new BRICS now? They've added more people to the BRICS nations, to the original 10. Okay? So the Most High is going to put it on the mind of these people to hate America. Okay? They're going to hate America together. Because together with all of the new BRICS nations, they have a liquidity of all of their natural resources that is worth $25 trillion. Trillion. That's past billion. We're into trillions. And America owes all these nations at least 96 trillion. Okay? And America can't pay that debt. Okay? So, well, if you can't pay your debt, we're just going to burn your ass up. It's going to hurt, but then it takes you straight into Revelation chapter 18. Okay? Of all the things that are created in the world that are sold to America. Remember, America is a consumer nation. Okay? Now, the technology that these Edomites are going to use against our people is all about Jacob's trouble. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Verse 6. You know, and this is when they're in a FEMA camp. Flip the fuck out. Detention facilities. I mean, that's the reason why they're putting the Proud Boys together, the neo-Nazi groups, and all of these militia groups, and they're practicing in the woods and in the forests to shoot the shit out of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans at random. Just shoot them down in the fucking street. These people have a perpetual hatred and a bloodlust to destroy you. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. You know, there ain't no food, there's no water, there's no electricity. Okay, and the only way you can get that shit is by capitulating or bowing down to the military forces that are going to amalgamate themselves with the local and state authorities. Okay, in order to get something to eat, feed your family. You've seen the video. Okay, I just got another video that I had landbacked off of the brother Aisha Yar up there in North Carolina on his channel. And I'm like, wow, man. These motherfucking Edomites, man, they are insane. They truly have a perpetual hatred for you. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Verse 7, NLT. In all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people, Israel. Yet in the end, they will be saved. Okay? So the only people that are going to be saved are the ones that the angels are going to sever the wicked from the just at the end in the latter days. Right? Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 8 again. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame and the woman with child and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Okay? NLT. For I will bring them from the north and from the distant corners of the earth. I will not forget the blind and lame and expectant mothers and women in labor. A great company will return. Tears of joy will stream down their faces, and I will lead them home with great care. They will walk beside quiet streams and on smooth paths where they will not stumble. For I am Israel's father, and Ephraim is my oldest child. Okay, so the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to do this. Okay, so there's hope for the elect of the house of Israel, but for the rest of Israel that will not repent, that won't practice rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, they're going to be left here and destroyed. There's nothing we could do. Anyway, that's it for me. All praises to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.